Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Carrie, and today's video I'm going to be filming my husband and I making our kitchen island. So this video will probably be in two parts. The first part will be us getting everything together. The second part will be me doing the top and probably painting, and that is only because some of these products are not in. But we're going to go ahead and get started on what we can. It is now Sunday, so y'all will probably see this video on Monday, and it will be a week before I get the rest of the products in to finish it. So I figured I would just split the video up into two videos just to give you guys something to watch right now with everything going on. But we're super excited. We ordered everything online at Lowe's.com, and we're able to just go curbside pick it up. So that is wonderful. And they were able to cut the big piece, which I'll show you guys that in just a second. So I'm going to go ahead and show you all the materials that I have, what we will be using, and then we're going to get started. And I will also have a list of everything that we purchased in the description box so you can screenshot it if you want to try to recreate this. But honestly, this is a way more affordable option than trying to buy an island already built. So right here is just a screen recording of all the items that I ordered. Now there are some items that aren't listed here that I ended up having to get, and there's a couple things on this list that I haven't used. So just don't forget to check out the description box if you want to see how much we paid total so far on the project and all the items that we actually used. And then right here was just the tape on the floor to give us a guide of where we wanted the island to go. So originally when I came up with the idea of building our own island, I was just going to make one of those big farmhouse kind of styled shelf looking islands, the kind that aren't closed in, that have no cabinets. But the more I thought about it, I realized that we definitely needed the extra cabinet space. So I went with the unfinished cabinets to give us extra storage, and it worked out great. And to connect the two cabinets together, I ended up having to use some wood shims that we had on hand and some liquid nails because the cabinets actually didn't line up together. There was a gap in between, so we just used what we had on hand and made it work. So right here we were just trying to figure out how we were going to piece the boards together and make it look seamless. And I was just letting him know that once we glued everything on and nailed everything on, that I would be able to just take a bead of caulk and run right down the seam and paint everything, and you would never even know that they were two separate parts. So right here we are just using some liquid nails and some 1.5 inch finishing nails to get the beadboard in place. But I just wanted to let you know that my design does change. In just a couple minutes you'll see that we just kind of went a whole different direction with the way the island was looking. But we still did the exact same thing throughout. We just cut, measured, and used liquid nails and finishing nails to kind of put the whole thing together. One of the most expensive parts about any type of kitchen project is the countertops. And my husband had a great idea. He said, why don't we just buy an industrial sheet of particle board and you just do the countertop yourself? And this whole sheet that was 8 foot long was only $20. And I definitely think I'll be able to come up with something creative and get the countertop look for a fraction of the price. So this is probably not an option for everybody or for something that's going to be used with a ton of water. But since this is just our island, I think that it's going to be perfect, and it was extremely affordable. So right here was my original design, and I just didn't really love the way it looked. I decided to do the beadboard all the way across instead of leaving the open gap. So right here I was just showing you how the inside is going to look with the beadboard. Now, I have been having some issues with my audio recently, so that's why I am filming this as a voiceover. So I really hope you guys don't mind. Please just bear with me while I try to figure out this technology. So the boards that I am nailing on are actually 1x4s. I just cut the angles to make it into an X shape. I had to actually look this up on YouTube because I am not good at angles. I had to search for myself how to do this. So I wish I could explain it. But y'all, I ended up holding the board up and taking like a pencil and like marking where I needed it to go. That's why there are huge gaps at the top. But in just a second, I'm going to start wood filling. And the wood filling part took the longest out of the entire project. It took me a good 2 hours to fill in all of those cracks and just get them really smooth. And I had to do that for all of the screw holes as well. My husband actually screwed on those 1x4s that are like trimming out the edges, just so they were in there really well and we didn't have to worry about them moving at all. So I had to wood fill a lot, but it was totally worth it. It really did finish the project well, and the end result is amazing. So y'all just trust me. Just please keep watching. I'm telling you, it comes together at the end. So the wood filler I'm using is the Minwax. I really like it because it's stainable and paintable, and it's super easy to sand down. So to sand down the wood filler, I'm just using these sanding sponges, and they are just the extra fine sanding sponges. It's just what my husband picked up for me on his way home from work. And then after going over it with the sponge, I actually went over it with 400 grit extra fine sandpaper, and that really gave it a extra smooth finish. That way when I painted, you couldn't see that there was wood filler there. So now moving on to caulking all of the seams, and this is one of my favorite parts to any project. I really do feel like this is extremely relaxing, number one, and number two, it really does bring your project together and just makes everything seamless. This is also a very affordable way to fix up your home. There's just nothing better than a seamless look. If you have like crown molding and it's starting to have like a gap at the top, I highly recommend grabbing you some caulk from like Dollar Tree. They sell it. Walmart has it very affordable too. And it does make a huge difference. And just trust me, it's not that hard. You just have to practice. so once I started painting the island, that is when it really started to come together and look amazing, and I was just so proud of myself that I actually pulled this off for a fraction of what an island would have, cost us buying it brand new or already built. Islands are so expensive, especially a decent sized one that has storage space, and I knew I was not going to spend $1,500 on a kitchen island. There's no way. I knew I could build one. It would just take some time and effort, and I am so proud that we actually pulled it off. So far for this project, we are right over $300. Like I mentioned at the beginning, I will have everything listed below and the exact amount we've spent so far. But that will not include the countertop cost. I will share that in a separate video because, to be honest with you, I am not sure exactly what I'm going to do to the top of it yet. But so far, we are right over $300, and the dimensions are 43 by 56, and it is 36 inches tall. So it's the exact same height as our kitchen countertops, and it looks like it's meant to be here. Honestly, I feel like it looks like it was built with the house, and I am just so proud of it. Honestly, I just don't even know what else to say. I actually pulled it off. So all the people who thought I couldn't build a kitchen island, I did it. It looks great. It looks amazing, and I'm so proud of it. Moving on to the cabinet doors, I am just going in with a paintbrush first to get all the cracks and seams really well, and then going over it with a foam roller to give it a very smooth finish. And this little foam roller kit I got from Lowe's. It was very affordable. I think it was like $5 for the tray and the roller, and this held up amazing. I've used foam rollers in the past that just completely crumbled, and this one worked for the entire island, and I did 3 coats total, and it was holding up well, and I'll probably still be able to use it again. But on the top, I am doing a very thin coat first and making sure it dries fully, and that is just to make sure that the particle board doesn't warp in any way. And I honestly had no issues with this at all. I have never dealt with any type of material like this before, but I will say that when we lived in Georgia, we had kind of the same countertops as these, but they had a laminate finish over top of it, and sometimes the particle board would crumble underneath the counter, so I knew I wanted to seal it to keep it from doing that. That's why I'm painting it, and I will be adding a polyacrylic coat to it as well. Alright, you guys, so this is the island so far. It looks amazing. I absolutely love it. I love this beadboard on the back. It just gives it a very country style. I don't know. I love it so much. I cannot wait to get the countertop done and the handles. So unfortunately, I will have to put that in a separate video since the shipping has been delayed now. I'm not sure when I'm going to get that stuff in the mail, so I wanted to go ahead and get this video up for you guys so y'all have something to watch. And, if you are interested in coming back and seeing what I do to the top of it and the handles, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications. That way when I do upload it, you will know right away. But y'all let me know what you think so far. I love it. I cannot wait to get it completely done, and I just put this up here for now just for the sake of the video. But anyway, y'all let me know what you think. I feel like we did a pretty good job, and I'm so glad we decided to close this in. It just looks amazing. I really love it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, if you are curious and you want to know how much we spent, what all we bought, make sure you check out the description box. I will have everything down there listed, the exact total we've spent so far. And yeah, thanks again for watching. Bye, y'all.